Okay, so here's a vintage piece from 2005, Pearl, 64. And this is about life in the shitty suburbs of South Florida. It's called A Standard Deviation of Hardcore Youth. I'm locked in the bathroom, fixing my mascara just right, when my father starts pounding the goddamn door. Well, before long, I can't fucking concentrate the least bit, but I'm not going to give in to his outrageous fucking insanity this time, so I twist the knob of my shitty little hi-fi, and the cramp's goo-goo muck gets huge in a tinny hollow nightmare, and I spritz my hair some more, really get the spikes in place, but my father keeps pounding the fucking cheap-ass suburban piece of shit bathroom door, which actually bulges in the middle every time his fucking fist thuds against the thing. And there's only so much of that bullshit anyone can stand. So I turn the cramps off, unlock the door, and stand there all calm-like, as I'm learning to do all the time now. Yes, Dad? What is it? He tells me I look like a runaway cat that has been electrocuted. That he's shocked that his son would do such a thing, etc. So I tell him that he looks syphilitic, but that it's none of my fucking business what the fuck he looks like. His face goes red, just like when I used to strike out at Little League, and he would have had his disgusting fucking tentacles on me, in spite of all those good parenting books he and Mom read, if I didn't beat it right out of there. Too fucking sweet. Nice fucking birthday. I turned 17 today, and you'd think the least the fucking asshole could do is leave me the least fucking bit alone, but no, not this worthless fucking paterfamilias. I wish his fucking cancer had been terminal. So in my room, I lock the door and wait for the wretched banging to start up again, but it doesn't. I slip on my thrift store Oxford shirt, which is a little large and pierced by safety pins and has lines from my favorite Conan comic book scrawled on it in fading ink. And then I put on my black pants and patent leather Doc Martens. I look in my dresser mirror and decide that in spite of everything, I look okay. And then I grab my tuxedo jacket, and would you believe it? The hopeless, pathetic asshole is actually crying as I stomp out the door, warbling happy fucking birthday to myself. Dax's rust bucket Fiat croaks into the driveway with all the muster of a golf cart, and Kook sticks his head out of the passenger window and spits at my feet. I kick him in the shoulder as he ducks back, and when he opens the door, I squeeze in. Dax is like my best friend. We met last year when he went off on me for having a Sisters of Mercy tape, when I told him in no uncertain terms that I regarded Andrew Eldritch as my own fucking personal Lord and Savior. And so what the fuck if he sounds like David Bowie on Downers? And who the fuck needs the Misfits anyway, I told him. And then sooner or later it occurred to the both of us that we were the only two ones in our class who even remotely gave half of a shit over this, or didn't shop at Chess King, Oak Tree, or the fucking Gap. First and last and always isn't so bad, he said one day a while later, and I just stared at him blankly, because I was too high on my mountain for any of that nonsense. But things were different after that, and Dax turned me on to a lot of things, like Throbbing Gristle I wouldn't have heard otherwise. Kook, on the other hand, is a worthless fucking excuse, except that he's the enemy of my fucking enemy and all that shit. I mean, he doesn't care about anything. His second and fifth period classes are permanently slotted for detention. Mrs. Milosh banned him forever from biology class after he crucified the laboratory frog he was supposed to dissect. Mrs. Gonzalez had a nervous breakdown right there in the classroom when Kay gave a report praising the hell out of Fidel Castro. And Mr. Pilvecchio, the drama teacher, actually pissed his chinos with rage when Kook, in the middle of his choreographed performance of the switchblade fight from West Side Story, suddenly stopped, howled, "You think you're gonna fuck my sister, you fucking spick bastard?" and then frantically started stabbing his acting partner in the head with his retractable stage knife. There's a certain demented spirit to him that makes you just stare sometimes in ultra-revolted awe. Every day, I'm surprised when he doesn't kick every last shit out of me. Says he does that to a lot of people, but he seems to let me alone for some reason, as if my occasional contempt for self-preservation were respectable. Happy birthday, man, says Dax as he swerves the Fiat onto Coral Harbor Drive. Yeah, thanks, I say. Oh, that's right, Kook says. Happy birthday, douchebag. Coming from UK makes the sentiment all the more special. Dax pops in a tape. Gossamer Turd, our new favorite band, bangs out that birthday song by the Beatles. I really like the way the fat chick sounds, like Janis Joplin in a blender. Even Kay likes it, despite it being a lame song. It lasts 53 seconds, and Dax ejects the cassette as soon as they stop playing, letting the radio come on for a moment. The radio dial is stuck between stations, and a staticky Neil Diamond starts whining Sweet Caroline in medias res, and Kay starts bashing the dashboard and jabbering loudly like a monkey from 2001, A Space Odyssey. And he's absolutely right, man. For fuck's sake, anybody who would sing a thing like that should be flogged to death with his own goddamn entrails. Dax lets Kay keep wailing on the car as he calmly roots around on the floor mat to grab another tape. Early Guy Psycho stuff gets jammed in the slot, and Kay calms down. Kay is wearing his abortion t-shirt, and I have no idea how he gets away with this shit in school. I lie back in my seat, look out the window. It's almost light out, and the street lights are blending into the gloom of the morning. Why the fuck do we have to get up an hour before dawn to go to fucking school anyway? This is sheer madness. Are we farmers? Hey, Steven, is it Fudgy the Whale and 17 candles tonight? Asks Dax. Fuck you. You mean I'm not invited? Jesus, are you serious, man? This is going to be a vicious scene. Who knows what unholy shit we'll write down on a dinner out with my parents tonight. They'll say I can eat anywhere, and then when I suggest someplace, they'll try and fucking talk me out of it. And then if I hold out, they'll start arguing with each other instead of me. On top of that, they won't want me to go to the Cold Tripe show afterwards. They'll say because it'll hurt my grades, as if there's been any danger of that. I don't even care about my fucking grades, but I get them, and then I still have to endure their reprehensible, fucking, interminable nonsense. It's one excruciatingly long mindfuck after another, travestying as a celebration of me. I'm fucking serious, man. If I invite you, that's fine, but then I'm not fucking going. As I'm telling Dax this, I'm getting sorer and sorer because Kay is laughing, cackling now, paralyzed with laughter. His red face is puffy, like a baboon's bloated ass. I mean, tears are actually trailing out of his eyes now, and he can barely breathe. I clench my teeth, and he manages to wheeze, no, man, no, it's funny, but, like, you are going to the fucking, like, goddamn fucking show, right? I don't know, man, I don't know. The rental units could go off the deep end. So what? What do you care about those fuckers for? They could have me institutionalized, man. What the fuck are you fucking talking about, Kay says, not laughing at all anymore. Drugs, man. They've been told by guidance counselors that if their kid is acting weird, that they should suspect drugs. That bitch Nancy Reagan has them all worked up into a paranoid fucking frenzy. Our neighbors, the Josephins, dragged that girl Jody into a clinic, and they had her checked out and kept her there over the weekend because she laughed at a nature program on fucking television. I mean, she laughed. Jody Josephson is as straight as a fucking ruler, and she laughed because a cheetah who was terrorizing after an antelope accidentally collides at 40 miles an hour into the ass cheeks of a rhino. And she's not supposed to laugh because a fucking antelope eventually got eaten. I mean, that's an antelope's fucking job, is to get devoured by fucking cheetahs. It's been happening for fucking millennia, and this girl's whack-mobile parents take her in like she's a fucking criminal. It's enough to make me shiver to think about any goddamn quality time with the rentals. That shit could get you put in fucking jail, man. If that girl seems dangerous to those assholes, just imagine how I look. That's fucked up, says Kay. Absolutely fucking right, I say. Nevertheless, there I am at 7 o'clock, as my parents gawk at me in the living room like a specimen in a Petri dish. I feel like a fucking volunteer circus geek. I didn't do the whole good squeaky fucking clean thing, but I did wash the mascara off and put on the pressed Ralph Lauren shirt my mother bought for me last Easter Sunday. If they don't like it, they could leave me in the sawgrass and I can get about in the fucking swamps like Osceola for the rest of my fucking life. Like I barely give a shit anymore. But the rental units hem and haw and smile like idiots without saying anything. Where would you like to eat, honey? La Casa. La Casa? You really want to eat at La Casa? Asked my mother. No, you really want to eat at La Casa. I want to eat at Showboat Pizza, but we're not going to go there. My father sighs at this. My mother looks surprised, puts her hands on that wretched bastard's arm. Honey, if you really want to eat there, we can eat there. It's not a problem. We can eat at La Casa some other time, she says. He's doing this just to humiliate us, idiot says. I bite my lip. Was I doing this just to spite them? Showboat Pizza has these really pathetic robots of St. Bernards and ferrets and octopi who sing covers of pop songs, plus it has all these arcade games. I used to really like it, when I was like 13. It was really corny, but it was kind of cool in a lame way, if you know what I mean. My last good birthday party was there. The truth was that at 17, I didn't fucking want a birthday party, or dinner, or fucking whatnot. It would be kind of cool, though, to see some of the other kids run around on that colorful carpet and stare big-eyed at the hairy robots and bug the shit out of their parents for game tokens. The real truth is, I don't want to be me, and I don't think I should have to be.